Fair use, copyright, facts. You know, sometimes I wonder when people try to troll me, just out of the blue, somebody I don't know, what is their motivation? Are they mad? Are they just a troll? Are they jealous? So this kid messages me all the time on my YouTube. Now, I'm just saying, you know what I look like, right? These are the types of kids that message me. I can understand why this kid is mad. He's non-American, and somebody in chat said he looks like a Frankenstein. He's way worse. He's the typical non-American inbred. What is this? Disgusting. Look at his head. The enormity of this homunculus. And then look at this gun over here. Do you see what I'm talking about? This is a female. This is a 6 or 7 inch arm, and this is a mongoloid head. Why is this kid trying to troll me? Look at yourself. You should never. Here, I'm going to give you free advice from Fast Car, from a genetic superior. How would I put this best? Show your face less. Look at this gun. My wrist is bigger than this. This is what third worlders look like. French and various EU people. And they dare talk to Americans. If you saw just this arm, first of all, you'd think it was a girl, right? You'd be like, this guy's not fat, until you just saw this monstrosity. It reminds me of this old video game, Bonk's Adventure. Now, none of you know what that is, so type, Google Bonk's Adventure. Look, maybe that's a normal size arm, and he just has an inflated. No, that's not Downs. Downs is not. It's, oh my God. What's that thing in Guild Wars that people lay down and it gives you a giant head? Is it called like that Wiggler? Does anybody in chat know what that is? Oh, head bobbler? That's what it looks like. It's like if you took an 80-pound pumpkin and put it on a human body, and these are the kids that try to troll me. Listen, when you look like this, don't ever talk. Don't post your face. Don't post your disgusting body. Good God. I can tell you right now, this kid has about 3 to 4 years left in him. That's about it. Oh my God. Go in the mirror, people, if you're a guy, and look at your arm next to your head. If you've never worked out a day in your life, this is what you look like. I mean, he's French. I could go on for hours. I've been there several times. France is a dump. First of all, they're completely taken over by China and the Arabs. They're the biggest cowards in the history of humans that we know of. You know, every war, they're cowards. In the Olympics, these people don't do well. There's no famous baseball, football player, UFC, boxers. These are not manly men. The women are more manly. They all smell bad. They smell terrible in France. They don't shower. They don't wear deodorant. I'm not just saying that as a diss or trying to be funny. They just don't. When you go to the romantic country of France, it stinks. Worse than any gym in any urban, oh God, area. It's terrible. Their food is garbage. I don't know why people think that have never had it. French food is so sexy. It's terrible. Like from 1 to 10, and I'm not even a fan of Italian food in Italy. American Italian is way better. But if Italian food in Italy is a 10, France is a 1. Everything is garbage. What about their tower? What about that tower is just stupid. But this is how they look. When you wonder what people in the EU look like, we have look, I'm going to say something controversial, but Biden isn't in anymore. You know, this is Trump time. We're about to take over Iran. Today's what, like the 28th or something of January 2026. We're about to take over Iran. We may take over France too. Yeah. Look, art. I'm going to be nice. I was going to phrase something a certain way, but I'm going to say it nicer for the average person that doesn't have thick skin. We have transgenders that are better looking than their real women. That's a fact. Ladies on Guild Wars that watch my vids, is this do you want some of this? Oh my god. He looks like if you took a human and a pig and hybrided it together. And he comments on my videos. That is hilarious. This stupid dirtbag. Alright, one thing. No, that's not weird. He's very, he could be. People are saying he's a midget or a dwarf. Could be. But even then, they don't usually have arms that much smaller than their head. It's so cartoonish looking. It's almost like there's a Schrader valve on him. None of you know what that is. That's the thing on like a bicycle tire or a car tire, right? That the spot where you pump it up. It looks like somebody got an air pump, manual or electric, and they connected the air to the hose and inflated his head so the body stayed the same, and they just like quadrupled the size of his head. Look, if this kid headbutts you in real life, it's over. He's easily 72.367% head. I'm going to tell somebody asked before I go, can we get a fast fact? Yes. So some of you may not know this, but it's true. The Earth does not rotate perfectly. So first of all, I could get very technical, but I won't. It has a wobble, but it's a little bit off center. There's a slight tilt to the Earth. The reason is there's so much mass on this kid's head, he drags the whole planet over a couple of degrees on its side from his big-ass gross waterhead. There's so much water in this kid's head. If he got hit by a car in traffic, there'd be a tsunami. Boom! Roasted. There's your fast fact. Yes. Yes. You could see his comment, and I wish he would have put his game name. Oh, I really wish. You can see his game name, maybe. That's what it is. Oh, it's not? Alright, I don't know who this kid is, but he definitely does PvE. That's for sure. What animal has a head that big in proportion to its body? Is this like, do I win money if I can't? Nothing comes to mind. I mean, there's animals with big heads, but their bodies are big too. This is I don't know. The only object that comes to mind is a hot air balloon. I can understand why he's jealous. Look at my pictures. Look at this kid. This is why they're mad. Shout out to all the hardcore cars out there, especially on Warg. Shout out to all of you. Fishmonger, what up? Everybody. Abraham, Pepe. Shout out. Calvin and the boys, Bed. Shout out. Look at this kid. Oh, listen, anyone that trolls Fast Car, anyone, this is what they always are like. Just like this. All right. I could go on, but this kid just isn't worth it. What, like just clip this segment off the string and make a vid? You want me to make a vid of this and post it? I don't see why I couldn't. I wasn't planning on that. He could be France, he could be Canada, but either way, they're both garbage. You know, Canada is. We might just take them. Trump might take over Canada for fun, along with Greenland and shit, and use it as a garbage dump. But what does Canada do for the world? You know, like France. They have no army to speak of. All their equipment is American. They don't, you know, there's not cars coming out of there. There's no electronics. There's no steel. There's no high technology. What does Canada give to the world? Outside of that TV show that was pretty funny. Was it Trailer Boys or something? I mean, I think that was Canadian. What do they really do for the world? If everyone in Canada was to disappear right now, what would change? Nothing. Right. Yeah. Oh, God. How is your forearm, elbow, and bicep the same size? My arm goes from his ear to over here. That's what a man looks like. Yeah, I've heard them called frogs. I've been up there. It's terrible. Everything is terrible. The only good thing to ever come out of Canada, maybe two things. Bret Hart and George St. Pierre, George's. And there's more to the GSP story, but I'm not going to go into it here. He's not crazy about that alien stuff. All right, so I'm going to end it. Kid, listen. Don't post on my vids. Don't message me in the game. What, right here? I don't know. It looks like he's jacking it. I'm not sure. Oh, ho, ho, wee, wee, whoa, whoa. Oh my God. It's hilarious. This is what people look like that talk shit to me. I just put out a video about this idiot, the biggest crybaby ever, like right before this. And this is exactly what I think he looks like. I referred to him as skinny fat. That's when you have really small guns, but you're still, chubby. Like 5'4", 130, but you're just you have weak bones. You're soft, doughy, mushy. That's what we call a sidewalk sissy. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna end this. So maybe I'm gonna make the vid out of it. I'll do it. You guys are all begging me. Okay.
Fast car, fast car. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's a knowable fact. It's a provable fact.